Ahoy there, I'm Tiny Pirate and welcome back to Osiris New Dawn, and I wanted to show you something cool. Oh no, that's a monster sound. I was going to show you all these cool vehicles, but I've got creatures to deal with. Don't worry, I have the answer. I have the answer, people. Just wait a sec. Can I get up to here? Oh, okay, I'll get up here. He can't get me up here, but I have the answer. Where is it? Where is it? There is a new feature in the game. Turrets. I think I'm going to pop one down right here. Not too difficult to build in terms of resources. Come here. Let's see you deal with this creature. Here we go. Turret. Shoot it. No, don't just shoot the wall. Okay. It's taking it down. It's taking down half the base at the same time, by the looks of it. Is it? Oh god, it's not exactly the best turret in the world. Oh goodness, it's a bit slow. This thing is still surviving. Oh, don't worry, I've got the other answer for this problem as well. Come with me over here. Look, I have a gav, and these things are awesome. I was going to show you all these vehicles in a nice, gentle way, but I'm just going to have to go straight to blowing the heck out of stuff. Die. Alright, we got it. Any more? What were you doing, little blimmin' robot thing? Nothing, as usual. Anyway, so have a look here. These are all the vehicles. So the new thing in the game is that turret, which takes exactly... Let's have a look. What is it here? 17 steel. No, 20 steel. 10 titanium, 2 circuit boards, and 2 batteries. And I think if you had a few of them, your base would be fine. You do need to worry about that because your base can now be attacked by creatures and damaged by creatures. But the other cool things I've got are all the vehicles built. Thought I'd show you them. So first of all, the hoverbike. We saw this in the last episode. It's pretty cool. It does have, let me have a look, a nice inventory, not massive, but pretty good. And it's relatively simple to build, as you probably saw in the last episode. At the end of this episode, I'll go over all of the vehicle builds and you can have a look. It has one little pew-pewer. It's not exactly the most... Oh god, there's lots of bad guys down there. This pew-pewer is not... it's not amazing, is it? Let's be honest. Blast him off. But we're not going to worry about them. Leave that for the turret. It is fast. You can hold down shift and do a sprint. And look at that, hitting nearly 140 kilometers an hour. That's pretty quick. And with that inventory, you'll be able to get around the map beautifully fast. The only problem is you can spin it, as I did in the last episode. And that tends to result in bad times. You get stuck or glitch or something. So you do have to be a little bit careful. Not go too crazy on the steep hills and what have you. Other than that, I think it's beautiful. I mean, just look at it. It's really an attractive vehicle, and I can't wait to see what exciting opportunities having one of these will offer us as the game develops. And look, you can circle strafe and do all that kind of stuff and shoot things as they fly through midair. Get away from me, beasts. I'll leap out of this one over here. Next one. Well, it was still noisy. Next one is this Gav. Which, I mean, look at that big gun. Beautiful. And just run over those corpses. This vehicle has a lot more storage than the hoverbike. It's pretty quick. What is that? What? Is that some mineral following me? That was weird. Okay, we'll get back in. So let's have a look at the inventory while we're out. Big inventory, lots of space there. It will take a little bit of damage. You can see health and power in the bottom right there. It will take a little bit of damage if you slam into rocks and go over heavy bumps and stuff. Let's see if I can do some damage here. No, can't even do damage. It will take a little bit, but it does seem to just repair itself when you log back in at present. Or I guess you can get out your multi-tool and give it a little zap and it'll be fine. So the Gav, pretty nice and quick. Great to have twin turret or twin laser turret thing. And a nice vehicle if you plan to go out and do a bit of mining just with the space available to you. I sort of still prefer the hoverbike. I don't know why you would choose this when it's doing half the speed if you want to get around the map. But for a long distance trip with a lot of goods to gather, pretty cool. The ugly duckling of the fleet right now is the Rover. Let me have a look. Well, let me hop out again. It does have more inventory again than the Gav, but it doesn't really do anything very fast, and for single player, not much use. You might be able to put people in it for multiplayer, but I haven't fiddled around with that yet. And the other thing with it is that it will have a bit of a problem with hills, I'm expecting. Like, if you roll it, then yeah, good luck ever getting it back up again. It's slow, as you can see. I think it's prone to get stuck and what have you. Not my favorite vehicle. Hoverbike, maybe the Gav, still the best. Finally, let's have a look at the spaceship. So the spaceship, I guess, doesn't really feature much in the game yet because it hasn't. You can see here that the inventory is pretty big because they haven't really done a lot with it. It does some simple stuff. So it can go forward and back. It can crash in... Oh. Okay, it can crash into trees. Just turn somehow. Get through this tree, plane thing. Alright, so, wow, there we go. We're in level flight mode. And I can go up and I can go down. So I can put my throttle all the way up with the left mouse button and turn it. And when... Whoa, what on earth was that? I don't want to even know. There's no weapons on this. It does, as you see, contain quite a lot of cargo space. But in terms of anything particularly exciting, yeah, it isn't really there yet. Does mean you can get around the planet pretty quickly, but you won't be able to necessarily easily control it. So coming into land, you simply right mouse button to drop the throttle, and eventually it'll enter hover mode. And then you can just hold down the right mouse button again to lower yourself to the ground. Hopefully not crashing into anything on the way. So let's have a look at what these vehicles cost to build. So vehicles are reasonably expensive. The Hoverbike is probably the cheapest to build, and I think perhaps the best value for money right now. The Gav is pretty good to build as well. You are starting to see an escalation in costs. Rover, yeah, 10 diamonds, that's a bit of a pain. Lots of circuit boards in there. Mech does not yet exist in-game due to the lack of Azurnium and probably the lack of all the model and features. Spaceship, lots and lots of resources in that one. So for my money, Hoverbike or Gav, best things you can build in Osiris right now. And of course, these terribly, terribly worrying turrets. Not the most effective turrets in the world, but maybe if you had a few of them, you'd be just fine around your base. And look, you can ride on them. Lovely. Anyway, I've been Tiny Pirate. Thanks for watching this video on Osiris New Dawn. If you've enjoyed it, subscribe, like, comment, do a little dance, all that kind of stuff. And I'll catch you soon. Anyway, that's all from me. Have a great day.